Lion City Sailors may have lost their captain, but they are still well on course for the Singapore Premier League title. The league leaders can make it 10 wins from 10 here at Jalan Besar Stadium as they take on a Tanjong Pagar United side that is looking for their first ever victory against the defending champions. This is match week 10 and we are halfway through the program, which began with Balestier Khalsa's 3-1 win against the Young Lions on Friday. Yesterday's fixture saw BG Tampines Rovers defeat Albirex Niigata Singapore 2-1 to close in on the Sailors. We have two matches tonight, with the other taking place at our Tampines hub between Geylang International and Hougang United. Our focus is on this game between the Lion City Sailors and Tanjong Pagar United. It's first against seventh, a 23-point gap between the clubs, and the Lion City Sailors are expected to keep their perfect record intact. A win will see them extending their lead over second to 7 points. Victory for Tanjong Pagar United would be a huge upset, and it would see them close in on Hougang in 6th. Let's hear from the coaches of both sides, with Varo Moreno of the Sailors up first, followed by Noalam Shah of Tanjong Pagar.
Hi Varo, it's been a week or so since you've been appointed interim head coach. Just how is everybody settling in with your coaching style, and how are you settling in with this added responsibility?
Well, hello. I'm so happy, honestly, to be here. Very grateful, because with these players it's quite easy. So actually, my role or my job now is just to train hard, to train well, to prepare the games, and this is what we did these last 2 weeks.
And you were an analyst previously. I'm sure you have plenty of ideas how to break down this Tanjong Pagar side. What's their weakest area and where will you be going for?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my game plan, but yeah, we did a good job this week. We analyzed everything, of course. It's a team with ideas very clear, very fast, direct, with a lot of people in front. But we are ready. We know what we can do, and I'm sure that we will.
And it's nice to see that you're confident coming into tonight, and LTS are expected to dominate despite the changes going around in the club. Is that added pressure for you?
No pressure. Actually, no pressure. As I said, I'm so happy to be here. We all are working together. I mean, players, the club, everything, everyone. So, no, I'm just happy, confident, and that's it.
Hi Alam, you have winless since September, but a big test awaits you tonight, the Lion City Sailors. Just firstly, thoughts ahead of this match?
It's going to be a very, very difficult match. I think LCS is on a very, very good run. Of course, they are very, very good side. And again, there's not much expectation on us except for a fight, a discipline in what I demand from the players. Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, they are one of the best sides, and you're going up against the best attacking side in the league. And it doesn't help that you have lost stalwart Aaron Evans due to injury, and the stats don't lie. How are you going to pull an upset?
I just told the boys to enjoy the game tonight. I think during the whole week preparation, I've been putting pressure, and then I've been pushing them to the limits. And of course, today is a game where they need to be very, very disciplined in the structure, and as well have a positive mindset and be resilient as well.
And the team has announced a couple of new foreign signings over the course of the week. You know, any chance you'll see them feature today?
Yeah, we have Junior who will start today. Yeah, but again, we want to see how match fit he is, and again, Kana is one of the Timo boys who will be on the bench as well. They are interesting also when I can feature them. But again, today is going to be a collective effort. So basically, it's going to be a collective demand.
Yeah, we're just hearing from Noalam Shah, head coach of Tanjong Pagar United, and prior to that, Varo Moreno is stepping in as the interim head coach at the Lion City Sailors, and he sounded very excited to be put in that position. With me in the commentary booth is Shasi Kumar, former coach and player in the league as well. Shasi, Lion City Sailors, a bit of upheaval in the coaching ranks with Alexander Rankovic having left the club. He's still around in Singapore, I hear. His coaching staff who came along with him, who joined him, they'll be leaving the country at various points over the next couple of weeks or so. What do you make of the decision for him to part ways with the club?
Well, I think we spoke about Nur Rahman last night as well, but as for Rankovic, surprised, yes, but if you do look at what's happening at the Lion City Sailors, I think they need to make that step up from the league and into the continental competitions, and I think that's their main goal at the moment, because just looking at it in the local context, I think they just will run away with it, and they're running away with it. So that's one. So I think their next goal is to do very well in the continental competitions. That's where I think this season they failed. So I think the management have seen that as a failure and done the business. But listen, Alex Rankovic has done so well. It's as simple as that in terms of results, performance-wise, and whatever you can talk about, you know, whatever has gone in the past few seasons. He's done well in terms of results. He's won the league, he's won the Singapore Cup, and obviously last season went all the way into the final of the ACL too.
Yeah, he's got 3 Singapore Cups,
yes,
along with the SPL title, and he would have added potentially another SPL title had he stuck around towards the end of the campaign. These are your match officials. Referee for this one is the highly experienced Amara Kasha. It's his 184th SPL match as a referee. He'll be assisted by J. Ashok Raj and Samadi Nawawi. 4th official is Taufiq Ahmad. Video assistant referees in support this evening. VAR is Joherman Zaiton. The assistant VAR is Chan Kwok Wai. So let's have a look at the lineups, beginning with the home side. The Lion City Sailors have made 3 changes from the last outing in the SPL. Rui Pires comes into the side in place of Cien Denge, and he will be lining up alongside Hami Shaheen in the middle of the park as the Singapore international makes his way into the starting 11 to replace Haris Harun. Leonard T misses out on a place in the lineup, and he is replaced by Bart Ramsala. Lots of options, as is usually the case for Lion City Sailors. Cien Denge is there, Leonard T is there, Haris Harun on the bench. No, Adam will be looking for an opportunity as well tonight, as is Luka Adzic, who is one of the new signings that came in the January window. There is Varo Moreno, 36-year-old, the interim head coach. He was brought into the club as a match analyst. In March of 2024, promoted to chief analyst at the start of 2025, and here he is on the bench. And this is the starting 11 for Tanjong Pagar United. They have made 2 changes from their last game in the competition. Faisal Roslan comes into the team for his 9th SPL appearance this season. He replaces Aaron Evans, who picked up a serious injury in the game against Geylang International. There is a debut for the Jaguars' new signing, Junior Gile. The Italian striker has been brought in to replace Yusuf Ezajari, and he gets the opportunity to impress on his first appearance in the SPL. A famous name on the substitutes bench, Fabio Cannavaro of Timor-Leste. We might get to see him a little bit later on. Sahil Sahaimi, an attacking option for Noor Alam Shah out there as well. For him, it is his 30th match as head coach of the club. He was officially appointed to that role in December of 2024. Prior to that, he was on the coaching staff and was listed as the team manager for 4 seasons, from the beginning of 2020 to the end of 2023. This is the 5th time he's coming up against the Lion City Sailors. He has lost all of his 4 previous matches against them. Well, Chelsea, having had a look at the lineup, what kind of match are you expecting from a tactical perspective?
Well, you know, I think Noor Alam Shah spoke about this during his pre-match interview. You know, it's an uphill task. He knows the problem that they're going to face today. Just take a look at the SPL top scorers there. Leonard T, Bart Ramsala in there, and Ezajari from Tanjong Pagar, but he's left the scene. So just going back to the question, you know, I think it's going to be a case of attack versus defense, you know, just to be frank, and they probably sit in deep and try to catch Lion City Sailors on the break, and obviously with their new man in there, Junior Gile. So let's see what kind of a threat he will pose to this LCS side.
We have kickoff here at Jalan Besar Stadium. The Lion City Sailors, top of the Singapore Premier League, up against Tanjong Pagar United, who are in 7th. There is a massive gap between these sides, 23 points the difference. The Lion City Sailors absolutely flying at the top of the standings, looking to make it 10 wins from 10. Tanjong Pagar United, if they somehow come away with a victory, they will move to a point off Hougang in 6th. And that will be just their second victory this season and their first ever against the Lion City Sailors. I'm Rish Roshan Rai alongside Shashi Kumar. Commentary this evening. A lovely evening here at Jalan Besar, match week 10 of the Singapore Premier League. And thanks for joining us for this contest. Tanjong Pagar playing in the red, going from right to left on your screens, up against the Lion City Sailors. And the white and blue going from left to right.
Interesting to see Zenivio playing as a right centre-back, but I think this will change as the match goes on. And very early on, Anderson Lopez, a change of footwear may be needed. That's the reason why. Rahman, I don't think that will be his first challenge that will be put in this evening. Raihan, known for his challenges and tackles in the middle of the park.
One you'll hear from, well, his boot seems to be ripped as well.
Yeah.
Anderson Lopez just on the outside of his foot. We'll see how he gets on. It seems to be okay. He's got his boot back on. And in one of those situations for players as well, that they are pretty comfortable with a certain pair. They won't want to make a change unless it's absolutely necessary. Especially with strikers sometimes, they can be a little bit superstitious.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's more superstition more than anything else.
Lee Chan-woo of Estevez. I've been really impressed with the performances of Emilio Estevez for Tanjong Pagar United as we have a look at Fatullah. Raihan, it's pushed aside by Hami Shaheen. Don't see that all too often. Normally very sturdy in those shoulder-to-shoulder challenges. That's a lovely turn by Ramsala. Reversed into Costa. Perez. Really right. There's Nakamura. Dankovic. Costa back inside to Perez. Faisal stepping in front of Ramsala. It's interesting, Shashi, we talk about Rankovic and the fact that the Lion City Sailors perhaps not too happy with the fact that they were knocked out of the ASEAN Club Championship. They were knocked out of the group stage of AFC Champions League 2 after a fairy tale run to the final last season. But you wonder if he could have at least been given until the end of the campaign, seeing that this is essentially all they've got left to play for. They've already won the Singapore Cup. And then maybe at the end of the season they make a change.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good shout as well, you know, just keep him on because everything's lost in terms of continental competition, keep him on. But again, I don't know, owners might be thinking ahead so that, you know, give the new coach, if he comes in soon, a run out and then see what's happening.
There's Ramsala, cuts inside, Ramsala! And just 4 minutes in, the Lion City Sailors have gotten their first. But Ramsala with his 6th of the season.
Well, it's not a surprise, isn't it? But Ramsala, very powerful runner on the ball. He drives and cuts inside. And look at where it all started from. That simple ball to Ramsala. And then it's one-on-one against Faisal Roslan. He cuts inside between Ramsala. And then, listen, the closing down was so bad. What was that Raihan in the middle of the park there? Just lets him run off. That wasn't interested in closing him down. And if you do that, you'll get punished.
He's having a strong start to the season, is Bart Ramsala. After 6 goals in the league, he also has 6 assists in this competition. This is his 9th appearance in the SPL. A player of that quality, of that level, being given that time and space to cut inside. Kept the shot nice and low as well.
Yeah.
Enough pace on it to beat Saiful Nizam. Bailey Wright. So an update on the top scorers list sees Mark Ramselaar go into 4th spot. It's one behind Leonard T. In the Higashikawa leading the way with his 2 goals against Albirex. Last night, Nakano scored as well, so he's up to 8 for the season. Might have a nice compact race for the Golden Boot chassis this season,
yeah,
after
exactly.
seeing Tomoki Doi run away with it.
Higashikawa last night as well put on a very good show in attack, so that's going to be something to watch in terms of the goal scorers standings. And as for this contest, very comfortable, the Sailors.
Well, all signs do point to a comfortable win for the Lion City Sailors tonight. This is the 20th meeting between the clubs in all competitions since the Sailors were founded. They have never lost to Tanjong Pagar, and they have won all of their last 18 matches against them. The first time they came up against each other, it was a draw. Since then, it's been all LCS. There's Ramselaar again. And the Sailors also recently celebrated their 6th birthday. Love to enjoy it with the club record extending 10th win here at this ground. Just the SPL to play for.
Yeah, the last result of any mention for Tanjong Pagar was in 2020, that draw, 1-1 draw. It's a long, long time ago.
Here is Junior Gile. Tries to accelerate away from Akram Azman. Still with Junior Gile. And cross goes right into the arms of Ivan Susak.
Yeah, just the first glimpse of what Junior can do. Left-footed. Looks like he's a powerful runner as well.
Junior Gile, who was born in Brescia, played for Brescia at the youth level. He was part of their under-17 side. Then been playing in the lower divisions of Italian football. A spell in Portugal, Cyprus, some time in Bulgaria, and in the lower divisions of football in the UAE as well. Prior to his appearance here in the Singapore Premier League, Junior Gile was playing for Hamrun Spartans in Malta. It will be fascinating to see what he's capable of.
And tough start to his career here in Singapore against the champions. It's a top side. He's only conceded 4 goals in the league this season.
Here's Costa. Important header from Kim Lee Kwan. It's going to drop to Lopez. Still with Lopez. Good block from Nishikawa. There's Junior. Bailey Wright wins the header. Takes a big knock. Tanjong Pagar striker. Haven't been able to find goals on a consistent enough basis, Tanjong Pagar United. We saw Ezajari's name on the top scorers list with his 5 goals, but 4 of those 5 goals were scored in the one match against the Young Lions in a 5-1 win, which is the Jaguars' only victory in all competitions this season. Goals and keeping clean sheets hasn't been an issue for the Lion City Sailors. Up to 38 goals this campaign now. And just 4 conceded which is an incredible defensive record. Tanjong Pagar with 12 scored, 25 that they've let in. Akram. That's Lopez. Gres. Ramsala. That's Costa. Perez. Well, good challenges. Ooh, I thought that was wrong but fair from Lee Chan-woo. Referee didn't think so. He was better placed.
Yeah, I thought so too as well. Chan-woo thought he won the ball cleanly. No, I think he went over the top slightly, and I think that was the right decision. There, just caught Ray Perez, who was slightly faster than Chan-woo. Good decision from the referee. Surprised that he wasn't carded.
He's injured himself as well. Lee Chan-woo. They've had to make a few changes to their personnel in the squad. Lee Chan-woo, the 21-year-old, another one who's just joined the club recently. Been playing that defensive midfield role as well, Lee Chan-woo.
Yeah, very neat and tidy there. Estevez, brilliant play. Has the ability to keep the ball. Gets the better of Hamishain, and then Nakamura. Arm across. Nakamura.
To be like an arm in the face there of Estevez. Didn't make much of it, to his credit.
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez, he just got up and got going again. Oh, it's been left by Junior. Estevez is in! It's Estevez! Susak with the save.
Well, it was almost like he had too much time on the ball there, Estevez.
Shota Nishikawa was well late on the follow-through. Lost control of the ball.
Yeah, just went through Akram there. But again, he does well to just get up and get on with it. Interesting to see the opportunity before that.
Well, that's actually an awful challenge. Well, we'll have a look at that a little bit later on, but this is Estevez who was clean through.
Yeah, and like I said, too much time on the ball. And I don't know, he just kind of like shot straight at the goalkeeper in the end. And I have to say, you're playing and you're on one-on-one against Susak. He's a big man. If he stays, do not commit. It's a very difficult one to beat him.
Big chance for Tanjong Pagar,
Yeah.
especially in a game like this against the Lion City Sailors. Probably not going to get too many opportunities like that. And this, I'm sure they're looking at because of that Shota Nishikawa challenge. And the reason why I said that looked a little bit naughty was he seemed to make contact with the ankle of Akram Azman. It was a pretty high follow-through.
Yeah, he was definitely late, and obviously because of his poor touch, kind of like lost control and lunged into the challenge.
Ivan Susak, by the way, while we're waiting for this to be cleared up. 3 clean sheets in the SPL this season for him. Have a look at this, Shasi. Have a look at this.
That's the ankle, isn't it? The left ankle. It just went through him. Lost control. Well, I think when the referee sees this, and obviously being called to the monitor as well, it looks really bad. He's on the top of the left ankle on the follow-through. And he's lucky that he's not badly hurt, Akram. To be fair to him, he just got up after that.
And also to his credit, he didn't roll around. He got back up, but that is pretty late, and it's high onto the ankle.
Yeah, and
He could be in trouble here.
Yeah, it could go either way. You know, if the referee, I mean, his head. many looks at this.
Well, he's already been sent off this season. He's booked twice. Well, he's been sent off in the SPL. He's also been sent off in SPL 2. And this could be a straight red for Shorai Nishikawa. He was sent off against Pallister Khalsa in October of last year.
Well, whichever angle you look at it, it looks really poor, especially on the replays. Decision to be made.
Could be the first straight red card of his career.
He's looking for
Shorai Nishikawa, scanning the pitch.
Red card.
There's going to be a red card. Yep. So a red card for serious foul play. Shorai Nishikawa is off. Big problems here for Tanjong Pagar. That's his second sending off this season. His first straight red.
Well, you know, it doesn't help when you're playing against the champions and then you go 1-0 down, and then you go into a challenge like that. You know, he's got to take responsibility for that. And they've gone to a back four now. So it's basically 4-4-1 now.
Ramsala with the cutback. Estevez sends it up to Junior. He's going to have a big role to play now. He needs to be able to hang on to it when it is played into him. There's Nakamura. Suresh. He's not queued in. Well, it is the right call.
Yep.
You look at it on the replay and you can't have any complaints about that.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah. And I don't think Noel Amshar will have any complaints about that, as well as the ball is overplayed by Ramsala. And, you know, he knows it as well because he lost control of the ball. So he overran the ball. So he decided to, you know, just lunge in. And just caught Akram, who was faster, obviously, with the clearance. He had to go.
That's Fatullah. Lopez. Ramsala. Back to Lopez. Time to take a touch. And calmly finished by the Brazilian. Ramsala gets the assist. Lopez gets the goal.
Well, interesting, because they tried to play the ball out, and then Fatullah was caught in possession. Definitely not a foul here. First it was Hami, and then Lopez. And he plays it out to Ramsala. Now take a look at the number of Tanjong Pagar players in there. It's only 4. It's 4v4. Because the players were already pushing up and waiting for the play out from the back. And they get punished. So clinical, Lopez.
5th of the season for Anderson Lopez. This one is his 8th appearance in the SPL. He's up to 13 goals in 23 appearances now for the Lan City Sailors. Costa fires out with the first header. That's going to drop for Shawal. Ryan looking for Junior. Batkovic. There's Ramsala. And the last time the Lan City Sailors were out here, they were up against the Young Lions. Pretty straightforward victory. Not too many goals in that one. Could get quite a few this evening.
Yeah, looks like it as well. They look hungry.
Here's Nakamura. Decided against the shot. Akram. Underneath the boot of Anderson Lopez. There's Junior. He's fouled, and that is what you want from him in these situations.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's not easy for him right now, you know, and he does so well. Gets aside a foul. Regroup, get organized. That's what you want. It's not easy. It's going to be a long, long evening for Junior.
Well, he's got Jalan Junior on his jersey. He was referred to as Junior by Noam Shah in the interview. And his name on the official team list is Luga Junior Jalan. Nakiudin with a good shot. Susak had to react. He was headed into the far corner, it appeared. Here's Estevez, clever. Patola back to Estevez, Kim Lee Kwan, and Junior. Going to try and meet that delivery.
And again, that's what you want from your striker as well. It's a challenge for the ball. Make sure the goalkeeper knows that you are there. Not get him a free ride on the ball or free catch.
Nothing wrong with that challenge from Jalan Junior.
Well, we've seen them given as a foul for the goalkeeper.
It looks like he might need some treatment. Susak is okay, but Jalan Junior has picked up a knock.
It was a good ball by Lee Kwan there. Played in front, right in the 6-yard area. The goalkeeper comes out. I think he took a knock to the head. Yeah. This was the effort from Nakiudin. Great save, good save from Susak. His left foot as well, Nakiudin.
Susak with a couple of big saves for the Lion City Sailors. Tanjong Pagar with those opportunities, Estevez and Nakiudin could have had a couple of goals.
Exactly, especially Estevez. At that time, he should have scored.
Ivan Susak, the 2-meter-tall Croatian who joined in July of last year from Slaven Belupo, played most of his career in Croatia. Jalan Junior wants to be reintroduced. He's allowed back on. Straight into it. Closes down Rui Perez. Touch is heavy. Allows Bailey Wright to take it away. There's Datkovic. Ramsala. Costa with the link up. Too much on that one. Back to Bart Ramsala. A lovely playing surface here at Jalan Besar. Has been watered as well prior to kickoff, and you can see the pace on the ball. That's why the weight of pass and the precision on that first touch has to be right up there. Estevez, player who's very courageous in possession, not afraid to hold it under pressure. A really good outlet for Tanjong Pagar United to have. What what you want to see from the Jalan City Sailors. Anytime it's 11 against 10, to make sure that the opposition are constantly under pressure, give them that chance to play and try and build any sort of rhythm. Ramsala, some momentum of his own. Completely mishits that one.
Well, some might say that's a chance for him. A player of his caliber who's done this so many times. That is a chance, actually, just outside the box where you want him to be in. No Tanjong Pagar players play inside, closing down. Gets it all wrong.
And Ramsala is frustrated with himself.
Yeah.
Has been with the Jalan City Sailors since February of 2024. Spent a lot of time playing in the Dutch Eredivisie with the FC Utrecht and PSV. Sun Greeners player, Lee Chan-woo, puts it straight out for a throw-in. Possession back with the Jalan City Sailors. This is going to feel like a long night for Tanjong Pagar United. Right. Bresh, Costa, Ramsala, Sami Shaheen, right, Yoga Nakamura, Akram Azman.
It's disappointing finish to the move. Been having a good run in the side, Akram.
Picking up some really solid minutes this season with the Jalan City Sailors. Need to make that position his. Akram Azman, Singapore international, playing against his former club. He was formerly their captain. Right to joining the Jalan City Sailors. Really right. Keeping up the pressure here, Tanjong Pagar, which is good to see. Perez is right. Finds its way into Hami Shaheen. Lopez. Costa. Ramsala taking it wide. Flipped into the box, looking for Akram. Here's Lopez on the turn.
Yeah, again, good move. Putting the pressure on Tanjong Pagar. Akram does well to just head it back from this Ramsala's cross. And always one thing on his mind. Lopez is always leaning back. Always gonna go high and wide.
So Lopez has played a lot of his football. The top flight of the Japanese game. Susak gets it out for a throw. Estevez wants it quick. And support is slow to arrive. Here's Junior. Now the sprinklers. The sprinklers have been activated here at Jalan Besar somehow. And Costa takes the time to give himself a bit of a wash. Bailey Wright's having some fun as well, turns it towards Datkovic.
And it's a good stoppage for Noel Amshar as well, because he's talking to the goalkeeper, Saiful Nizam. I don't think I've ever seen this here in Singapore.
I wonder as well if that is potable water. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Is it safe for drinking? Would be good to find out. See a few players rubbing it on their faces.
It has been quite a cool evening. You know, it was humid in slightly earlier, but now it's very cool. Up in the stands as well.
Yeah, we're getting some breeze, but down pitch side, sometimes the players don't get that breeze going their way because of the stands here. But that breeze that we're fortunate enough to get in the commentary position, as may not experience. Shah with a few words of advice for his players. It's really tough in these situations. Shasi, you've been there as a player, you've been there as a coach. You know, what do you really say to your team? I think the expectation, I think you don't want to make things worse by shouting and screaming at them.
Exactly, and it's a tough situation, as you said, and you want to be trying to solve problems on the pitch, and that's the only thing you can do. You see what's wrong and try to solve those problems tactically. Obviously, you've got those problems as well, as in you can't solve every problem. You know, you talk about quality of players as well.
Estevez, and that was meant as a cross, I'm sure.
Yeah. There are limitations to the side as well, you know, in terms of quality. So you've got to make do with that.
They are without Aaron Evans as well.
Yeah.
Broke his fibula, a dislocated ankle as well. That game against Kelang. Terrible, terrible injury. Susak has to get rid. I like this though from Tanjong Pagar. Trying to push up. Problem for them is the Line City Sailors are so good in possession and they have the extra player. They'll find ways through. Ramzala. Faisal there to get it away. Good touch from Estevez, not quite tight enough. Keep it from Perez. There's Hami Shaheen on the turn. And Datkovic. You do train for this as well. You do have training sessions at times where coaches will say, okay, let's play with 10 against 11.
Yeah. And that is being probably, if they've done it, put to good use here. And on the flip side, I'm sure the Sailors have trained against 10 men.
Akram. Faisal. That first header glanced off into the shin of Lopez, came back into him. And the chance to send it away from his penalty box, but the Sailors will look to arrive into that area again. There's Lopez. Ramzala. Nakamura. Hami, first time.
Yeah, another half chance there. Hami Shaheen will be disappointed that he didn't at least put it on target. Again, just turning the screws, the Sailors. He's always on the ball, tracks it wide.
Costa. Force back, wins a throw. Sami Shaheen. Lovely ball out to Ramsala. Weak effort in the end.
It looks like he's really in the mood, Ramsala. They're cutting inside again and looking for the shot again. Didn't hit it cleanly. And he's finding those spaces inside. Real danger for Tanjong Pagar. He needs to do better there, Junior, as he receives the ball. But a turn and then his touch. Bad one.
Floated out to Ramsala by Perez. Lopez. That's Akram. Ramsala plays it into Costa. Beautiful football by the Sailors. Perez. Well, opened up for him, and the technique was all wrong.
It's a disappointing effort from Rui Perez there. Brilliant move. Again, it's those two on the left, Costa and Ramsala. Just playing it at will on that left-hand side. And they've got to track their runners, and that time Mota didn't. Just got caught.
Perez scored a brilliant goal last time he came up against Tanjong Pagar. His one and only goal at the senior professional level. And it was a cracking strike in that 7-0 win from range. I think he might have surprised himself as well as his teammates with how well he hit that. 60% possession for the Sailors, no real surprise. Kwan, Tatkovic, Tanevio Mota, Faisal joining in the attack. Got around Akram. Estevez has got two to hit. That come off Junior. Nakiurin can't keep it in play.
Much better. The ball across was a good one for Emilio Estevez. Put in an early cross looking for Junior. In these one-on-one situations, go for the dribble. Decided to cross it for Junior instead.
Costa or Ramsala. Sami Shaheen. Costa.
Now the question is, where is the outlet? You know, when they receive the ball or they win the ball at the back, Tanjong Pagar, they need an outlet, and that's what's been missing already in this game. It's going to be a long evening, as you said just now.
Costa. Oh, that's poor from Diogo Costa. Tanjong Pagar can break. They can find a way out. Raihan sees one avenue closed, so it's a simple pass out to the right. Tanevio. Raihan. Faisal. There are some instances here for Tanjong Pagar United, Shasi, where they've been able to keep hold of the ball under some pressure. Just, as you said, finding that outlet to progress it forward has been tough.
Yeah, and then the quality as well sometimes. And when the ball does go out to Junior, I think he needs to keep the ball as he did once before with the foul.
Ichanu. Here's Ramsala. Good take. Nivio gets back. Pulls up Ramsala for the moment. Costa. Cross in. And Faisal has had to concede a corner.
Yeah, Ramsala trying his luck on the outside as well. Then started to just back for Costa with a cross, much better cross than the one earlier. And Faisal Roslan just got there in front of Lopez.
Probably in the books of the Land City Sailors as well. Faisal Roslan came through as a younger player with Home United. He's become an important player for Tanjong Pagar United. Insightful under pressure. That's, well, no, it's a free kick. I thought it was awarded as a goal.
Yeah, me
Referee
too.
was pointing towards the centre circle.
Yeah, it was a good delivery, wasn't it? Right in the mixer. It's a difficult one. Yeah, I think his left hand just went over. It was eyeful. Really right.
Correct decision. Arm on the shoulder. Sami Shaheen onto Ramsala. Again, an obvious outlet for the Land City Sailors. Here's Costa with the drive. Flag is up for offside.
Offside against Ramsala. And again, as you said, the outlet is on that left-hand side, and these two players are having a free rein on that side. I haven't seen really much of Nakamura as an attacking threat on this right-hand side.
Yeah, I was just going to highlight that, Shasi, in terms of how it's different with their shape. They've got a lot of width, a lot of pace out on the left, whereas on the right, it seems to be more about Nakamura moving into those central positions.
Yeah, I think it's about starting positions, because Ramsala's starting position is always very wide. As for Nakamura, he's always inside, so when he receives the ball, he's already inside. As for Ramsala, he can go out wide, he can cut in. So there's a difference in the way they've really gone forwards. Just take a look at Nakamura now. He's already inside. But having said that, he's not really a wide player, Nakamura, so we can forgive him.
He's trying to provide some width on the right. Ball all the way across on the other side of the pitch. There's Hami on the turn. He might get it now, Nakamura. There you go. Staying up wider, a chance to run at Estevez and put a cross into the box. Slice off the shin from Faisal Roslan. Perez picks it up. Here's Hami Shaheen. Akram makes the run. Doesn't get the first pass. Nakamura finally getting involved again a little bit more. That's not a great ball from Costa again.
Yeah, he was looking for Lopez's run right through the middle. The angle was a difficult one. It's very central, very narrow. It's difficult to put that ball in at the right angle.
Well, we are going to get a minimum of 9 minutes.
Where did they get the 9 minutes from?
There was a VAR check. There was a red card, so that would have added some time.
9 minutes.
Injury for Junior as well, a head injury. And also we had the sprinklers come on. So they've just listed a few of them.
It's a long 9 minutes for Tanjong Pagar.
Ramzala. Costa. Here's Ramzala. Straight down the middle. But it's one of those nights where you really enjoy yourself if you're an attacking player.
Yeah. If you're an attacking player for the Lion City Sailors. Gotta add that in. Not if you're a junior.
Esperez onto Nakamura. He's got some space to work with again. Oh dear. I think he was caught in two minds.
Yeah, and I just feel that sometimes when it's a little bit too easy, you know, you get a little bit casual and just get relaxed a little bit. There's no pressure there as well.
Inside, and Lopez out wide. Akram pushes infield as well. Ramzala a deeper out. Lee Chan-woo with the header. He's going to get a shout from his goalkeeper. He's left it for him, and he's dropped it. Shawal could have made it 3.
Well, I think Saiful Nizam called for it, but I don't think it was on, because just take a look at the position, the bounce and the position as well. Then he didn't really come out to claim it, Saiful. This ball, it was a good one, and Shawal, we do know that he's good in the air.
Shawal. Nakamura. Akram, a couple of sliding challenges. Estevez and Raihan getting the job done. I think the point Saiful was making earlier was that he wanted to come out and claim, but he needed his defender to put an arm across the attacker or something to help him out. Whatever it was, they'll be grateful they didn't concede a third. Esperez. Ramzala. Oh, beautiful pass in behind. Shawal's through. Then for Lopez! And there is 3. Unselfish from Shawal Anwar. Who gets his boots polished by Anderson Lopez as well for the setup.
And that's close. It's a very close one. Probably will be checked, but you know, you talk about being unselfish, and that's when you get unselfish. You play the right ball in, and especially when he puts it in, Lopez. I don't think he had a cleanness of touch there, Lopez. It doesn't matter. It's 3-0.
Is it his goal? We'll see. Just waiting to get confirmation as to whether it's going to be awarded to Anderson Lopez or whether it was an own goal.
Was there an offside?
Well, all that is being checked. Check to see if there's any issue with the offside, and they'll check to see who it's being given to. So it is going to be a goal. For the Sailors, and it is an own goal. So the information I'm getting is that Kim Lee Kwan has put that into his own goal.
Goal for Lion City Sailors.
Costa. Perez. There's Ramsala. Back to Perez. Costa, much better cross. The delivery this time. Couldn't pick out a white shirt.
Lion City Sailors, this in really cruise control. Like it's going to be another easy evening for them.
A little bit too aggressive that time around, Perez.
It's still good to see, you know, still pushing on the Sailors. Perez closing down on the man on the ball.
Estevez, lovely. Raihan, who I think has done very well there to earn a free kick from Bailey Wright.
Yeah, he's got there in front of Bailey, right?
Chanwu. Closed down quickly by Lopez and Shawal. Ramsala. In with the pace. Ramsala just wide.
Tried that a couple of times, or more than a couple of times already this first half. Always cutting inside, always trying, going for the curler this time. Very close indeed.
Seifel is calm under pressure. Gresh, Nakamura, lovely football by the Lion City Sailors. Here's Kuga Nakamura. Good save from Seifel.
Well, that move was crying out for a goal. It's brilliant from Nakamura, that flick. The return ball probably not the best, but still that brilliant. The return ball, as I said, slightly too far for him, but still managed to get a shot on. Good save from Seifel.
Ami. Akram. Ramsala. Perez. And there's the whistle for half-time here at Jalan Besar Stadium. One-way traffic in this first, I was going to say 45, but we've played 54 minutes of action. Ramsala has been a constant threat out on the left. He got himself a goal early on in this match. Anderson Lopez got one as well, and he was involved in the third with Kim Lee Kwan being credited with that own goal, fortunately for him. Tanjong Pagar with some work to do at the break. Half time here at Jalan Besar. Jalan City Sailors 3, Tanjong Pagar United 0. Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium for this Singapore Premier League fixture between the Lion City Sailors and Tanjong Pagar United. And it is the league leaders leading by 3-0. Let's have a look at the action from the first half. Beginning with this early goal in the 4th minute of the contest. Bart Ramsala has been a constant threat down the left-hand side, getting the chance to run all the way across.
Yeah, players were just backing off, giving him so much time on the ball. Nobody putting any challenge really. Then when he cuts inside, it's always a danger because he's very, very much a right-footed player. And then again, just taking a look at that again. We talk about closing down, but Saiful Nizam could have done better there. Yeah, I think so.
Bart Ramsala getting his 6th goal of the season. And then a big chance for Emilio Estevez in the 13th minute. Couldn't find a way past Susak.
Yeah, I think he had too much time on the ball. This ball just coming across. And then hit up, always hit up, but then Susak, so big, didn't commit himself. And then saved it.
And in the 17th, game-changing moment. Shorai Nishikawa going in late and high on Akram Azman. Referee initially didn't give anything for that aside from a free kick. It was called back on field review and a straight red card for Shorai Nishikawa.
Yeah, exactly. And the way he went in as well, pretty reckless and straight red card.
And then in the 19th minute, Anderson Lopez getting himself on the score sheet with his 5th goal of the season after some good play from Hami Shaheen.
Yeah, it tried to play out from the back. Fatula losing in the middle. Hami Shaheen does well there on the press. He plays it out for Ramslau, played the return ball, and it was a very cool finish. Took his time, controlled it, and then placed it into the far corner.
Nicely done by Anderson Lopez. Ramsala unselfishly with the pass back into him. That's his 7th assist of the season. Tanjong Pagar United, to the credit, tried to get themselves forward. And they gave Susak some more work to do. Nakiuddin Yunus with this shot.
It was a good try, wasn't it? He just used his left foot, curled it, tried to go for the far post. Susak with his right hand makes a big save.
Then in the 4th minute of added time, no goal from Kim Lee Kwan. Fast break, Shawal played through by Bart Ramsala, and he puts it across the penalty area, and it's touched in by Kim Lee Kwan.
Yeah, just looking at that again, Lee Kwan was the one who played Shawal onside, and then he was very unselfish, played it into the middle, and Lee Kwan had to make that stretch and ran the other way, goal.
Yeah, and I think if, as a defender in those situations, you have to try and get something on that. If it ends up an own goal, hard luck. Anderson Lopez, otherwise, if he wasn't challenged, would have put that away. So, look at the numbers, Shasi. No real surprises there.
No surprises, very one-sided. As soon as Ramsala scored that first goal, and then that red card as well, it's going to be a long evening, especially in the second half as well. It could be damage limitations for them.
Right, that is the story here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Elsewhere, between Geylang and Hougang, still without a goal at our Tampines sub, as we have a look at what else has gone on in match week 10. 3-1 win for Balestier, a 2-1 win for BG Tampines, and Lion City Sailors looking good at Jalan Besar. We will have the second half of this contest to come after our break. to Jalan Besar Stadium, just ahead of this second half between the Lion City Sailors and Tanjong Pagar United. Sailors leading by 3 goals to 0. Still some time before we get the second half underway. Players still out there through their warm-ups. Yet to be notified of any changes. But we did see Azim Akbar being put through his paces during the break, so there might be some substitutions for Tanjong Pagar ahead of this second half. If you're just joining us, goals scored by Ramzala, Anderson Lopez, and an own goal from Kim Lee Kwan. Tanjong Pagar United playing with just 10 players after Shodai Nishikawa was sent off in the 17th minute of this contest. Chassis still with me in the commentary position. Chassis, what do you think we're going to see in this second half?
Well, I think for Lion City Sailors, they're enjoying themselves out there, so I think they would want to score more goals. You know, I think Pat Ramsla had a couple of chances there to score, and Nakamura in there as well. And as for Tanjong Pagar, I might think that they're just going for damage limitations. They're already down by 3 goals to 0, 1 man down. We might see probably some defensive players coming in to just make it a little bit more difficult for the Sailors.
What you were just seeing there was the graphic of the current club record for the Lion City Sailors after 10 matches, 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. That was from 2022 and the 24-25 season. As for 25-26, the Lion City Sailors have set a new club record start, headed towards 10 straight wins. Still some way to go to catch up to Albrecht Niigata with their 17 straight wins from the 2018 campaign. I mean, it's a ridiculous statistic, that 17 straight wins. Chassis.
Oh, yeah, it is. You know, just looking at it, it's not something that you see anywhere in the world. You know, 17 straight wins it's a huge feat, but some way to go for the Lion City Sailors. They're on their way. Let's see whether they can come close to that.
They're well on their way, and the thing is, who's going to be able to stop them? Because they've gone through the league now, they've gone through the competition now, and there hasn't really been a team, I guess maybe BG Tampines, that they've not come up against.
Yeah, they're probably the strongest challengers, and even now, we take a look at Albrecht, probably could do something on LCS's off night, so to speak. But at the moment, it looks like it's men against boys, especially in this game. You know, even with 11 men, they did look like they were much stronger physically as well. They look good, and the intensity-wise as well. It looks like there's no way for any team to catch them.
Yet to play against BG Tampines in the league. Already played against them in the Community Shield and in the Singapore Cup final. Azim Akbar and Fabio Cannavaro are both on for Tanjong Pagar. No changes for the Lion City Sailors, but there's been a reaction from Noah Alam Shah, and he's brought fresh legs in. And we are seeing Emilio Estevez and Nakyuddin Yunus taken off. Are you a little bit surprised by those two players coming off at halftime?
I'm surprised with Emilio Estevez coming off. You know, I think he had, or probably is, or was their best player on the pitch. You know, on the ball, very good. So as I said just now, it just means that it's going to be damage limitations. Because they've got Raihan, Fatullah, and Azim as well. He's more of a defensive player.
Number 21, Fabio.
So some incredible names in Tanjong Pagar United this season. We have Emilio Estevez, we've got Fabio Cannavaro now. Nivio Mota trying to make an impact in this second 45 as Ramzala gets it away to Nakamura. There's Akrab. Hami. Lopez. Ramzala. Costa on the overlap. Lopez with the touch, great save. Akram can't put away the rebound.
Unlucky. Yes, again, everything down this left-hand side. Great run from Costa.
There's Junior, who was fouled surely by Bailey Wright. And there's going to be a booking.
Yeah, challenge on Junior there. Definitely a foul. Just before that, they got very lucky, Tanjong Pagar. This was the foul by Bailey Wright. Again, very strong running. It's got caught there. Bailey Wright knows it as well. And this was the opportunity. Costa made it happen with a run. The ball was driven right at Lopez, and he does so well to control it.
Bailey Wright with just his second yellow card of the SPL season. That's Tanjong Pagar. Find Azim Akbar. There's Fabio Cannavaro ahead of him. His position behind the Sailors midfield line. Now getting closed down by Datkovic. Interesting to see Fabio Cannavaro and what he's able to produce, the 19-year-old Timor-Leste international. Only recently joining the club, making his Singapore Premier League debut. Playing in the domestic league back home for SLB Law Lara. Ponta Leste. There's Hami Shaheen. Drilled right into Lee Chan-woo.
Well, that's a blatant foul by Rui Pires. Very lucky not to be carded here. Now take a look at this foul. There, he sticks out his foot. That's a yellow card for me. Knew exactly what he was doing. Very blatant.
Should be a booking. So Pires gets away with that. Yeah, because referee was distracted by Lee Chan-woo needing some attention. I'm afraid for him it's just one of those that he's going to have to run off in.
Yeah, I think it was the shot that caught him. There you go. The groin area. Very painful one.
Oh, lovely from Fatola. Spins away from Pires. It's an Evia Mota.
A little more quality on that ball. Too close to Susak. Curl it into the path of Junior.
Ramsala. Costa. On Ramsala. Lopez. Shawal! And that is 4. That is now the 85th goal that the Lion City Sailors have scored against Tanjong Pagar United. With this being the 20th meeting between the sides.
Oh, that's a brilliant goal, wasn't it? Again, it's on this left-hand side, and these two players combining very well. And this header across, a brilliant assist by that man there, Lopez, providing it for Shawal. It's an easy header in the end.
His 5th of the season. One Shawal Anwar. That's a chant from the Lion City Sailors fans. Really is great to hear that he's got a song. Well, Hougang have open scoring. Joshua Soterio in the 54th over there. The Tampines hub. There's Lopez. Raihan, well timed with the challenge. Fatullah comes away with it. Tries to release Junior. Zach proactive with his positioning. Given some time in midfield, here is Raihan. Ikwan. Faisal. Couldn't get it over. Bailey Wright. Is Ramzala, Nakamura, Akram on the outside. Good ball in. Shawal leaves it for Costa. Azim in the way. Hami takes it down. And Raihan just scrambles it out for a corner.
Unlucky. That shot from Costa. Azim was right in the way there. Was arrowing in the far corner. Again, well worked by the Lion City Sailors, but this time from the right-hand side. And Raihan with the panicked clearance.
It's a packed 6-yard box. Nakamura. Ramzala. Give and go. Almost came off there.
Double give and go there. Brilliant from the Sailors.
It's Costa. Gets around Azim. Chanwu on the cover. He might have injured himself. At the sliding tackle. Raihan giving it away. Here's Hami Shaheen. Ramzala back to Shawal.
Well, they're just queuing up there. And Hami Shaheen again, not for the first time today, just winning the ball off. And Saiful putting his players under pressure there. With the ball out to Fatullah. And Shawal. And the ball again, Tanjong Pagar.
That's gone out for a goal kick.
Creating problems for themselves here.
Hami Shaheen, his intensity in the pressing has been top-notch this evening. That's Cannavaro, the Kim Lee Kwan. Giresh, lovely pass. Lopez with a good take. It's Anderson Lopez.
Well, it easily could have been 10-0 here.
It could be anything that the Lion City Sailors want.
Because every single time they go forward, they just do look like they're going to score. And we haven't even mentioned Datkovic today. Not even once.
Costa. Oops. There's Olivia Mota. Azim. Raihan. Look at Hami Shaheen again. Get some space now in the center circle. Tanjong Pagar's number 16. That's Cannavaro. Faisal. What a try under the circumstances.
Yeah, there was a chance before that as well with Anderson Lopez straight at the goalkeeper. The ball that was played through by Ray Paresh.
But the Jalan City Sailors have conceded just 13 goals against Tanjong Pagar United. They'll want another clean sheet. They'll score a few more themselves. Plenty of time left in this contest. Now they sharpen up with their finishing, they'll be into record score territory. Nakamura. Perez. Ami. As Ramsala, some space to unleash. Saiful had his angles covered well.
Yeah, I think this the combination play between the players, the LCS players, the attacking players, and the attacking third has been excellent. You know, it is so good to watch. Very difficult to mark the movement and the passes.
As Faisal Roslan. Seeing him play a little bit more advanced in the second half. Shasi, that's been the tactical change. An equaliser at OTH, Ryoya Taniguchi getting a goal for Geylang International. It's 1-1 over then. There's Zenibir Mota back at Jalan Besar. Azim. It's a big switch. And he finds his target. Faisal. Does well to get it back. Puts an effort in.
Yeah, this was Faisal Roslan. Shot is wide.
Just seeing that Leonard T and Hafiz Noor are being prepared to come on. That's Ramsala. Perez. It's Nakamura. Looked like there might have been a touch. The referee points for a goal kick.
Yeah, Nakamura was sure about that. The referee didn't think so. These are the subs. Shawal and Lopez coming off.
So Shawal on one, Anderson Lopez done for the night. They both get a goal each.
This probably will push Nakamura into the middle.
And number 7, Shawal is played by number 11, Hafiz Noor.
And Hafiz Noor will go wide right.
Leonard T with 7 SPL goals, making his 10th appearance of the season. He has 5 assists as well. He hasn't been the line-leading striker for the Jalan City Sailors. He's had to play a different role this campaign, and he's still making such a strong contribution in terms of the goal-scoring numbers. He needs 2 more to hit the 50-goal mark for this club. Hami. Suresh. Akram. Given away by Azim. And Datkovic.
Wanted a foul there, not given. Junior a little bit stronger than Bailey Wright in that instance.
There's your second half mention of Tony Datkovic. As requested, Shasi.
Finally.
Iblik one. There's Hami. Ramzala. Costa, as always, offering on the left. Quresh, Ramzala, Nakamura. Costa eventually gets it back into Ramzala. Quresh, T, Hami. He sent a little bit wider than he would have liked. Still digs a good cross into the area. Costa picks it up, keeps the attack going. Ramzala once more, looking for T with the header. Angle was against him.
Another good move, Leonard T coming in, and he looks dangerous as well, and he should be hungry. Knows that he can get in amongst the goals today against 10-man Tanjong Pagar side.
I love scoring against Tanjong Pagar. He has 7 goals in 6 appearances against them.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky. There was good press on this side. He did get a lot of the ball, Diego Costa. Probably challenge from the back. The angle wasn't the best.
You know, Shasi, what was interesting was to hear from Varo Moreno, who looks so excited to be the interim head coach of the Land City Sailors. We've become sort of used to hearing Alexander Rankovic talk about the squad and how he's often spoken about how he doesn't have the squad depth required. Moreno, when he was asked about it, said it's so easy with these players that he has.
It's almost him answering that you don't need to coach these boys. You know, it's something like that along those lines. And I just feel, and is it me or again? Look at that.
It's Hami to Nakamura. Oh, what a save! That was brilliant from Zeifel. Incredible bit of goalkeeping by the veteran.
Well, that was 5-0 written all over it. This was again. They've done this so many times today. Those interchange of passes in between, the combination play has been outstanding. I'm just going back to what I was saying. Is it me or I'm just seeing that the shackles have come off? You know, the way they're playing, and they should be playing this kind of football.
Hafiz with the outswinger. Well, who knows, Shasi? You might get the chance hearing to potentially speak to.
Yeah, I could. But yeah, it does feel like it. You know, the players are probably enjoying themselves in terms of there's no pressure. Just going out there.
Speak to some of the people involved and some answers to your questions.
And of course, they are out of continental competition, so they can just do their business here without thinking too much.
And the other side of it is trying to manage the minutes now as well, in terms of giving players enough minutes with the lack of matches.
Yeah, players, when we talk about players, it's quality players as well. You know, see in Dengue, we haven't seen him. Let's not forget Haris Harun, Nur Adam as well.
Here's T. Well, Ramzala made a run on the outside of him. And they're racking up the numbers in terms of the attempts at goal.
Yeah, again, there was pressing, wasn't it? This time from Akram, he does well. He just lines it up there. Leonard T pulling the trigger.
Alam Shah. I mean, he's just trying to focus on what he can do to help his side. be very tough circumstances for him this evening. It's Fatola. Berej. Dispossesses Fatola. That's a solid challenge from Azim Akbar.
Does well there, and then gives the ball away.
Hami into Kuga Nakamura. Ramsala. Costa. Oh, that is a good ball from Costa. It's bounced off him. Cannavaro tries to take it away into the referee.
The referee in the way of Cannavaro's ball, or attempted ball out. Turns his back. And he whistles right in the ears of Raihan as well.
Well, they are a player down with it's the man in green. So a change coming here for Tanjong Pagar United. And it's 15-year-old Vincenzo Uccino. What a big moment for him. Getting an opportunity here in place of Fatola Rahman.
38, Vincenzo Uccino.
Here's Hami, glides into the box, Zaiful again with the save, but Ramsala is on hand to put away the rebound. Not to be denied this time. Ramsala getting another one.
Yeah, I think Hami Shahin there, he definitely deserves a goal from this game. He's right, runs through the middle, forces a save again. This was a good ball in from Repression. It's too easy, isn't it? Just going through the middle. Nobody was there. And he just goes past Raihan. He doesn't want to make a challenge, but he was still outside the penalty area. Goalkeeper makes a good save, but no stopping on the rebound. But Ramsala. Last contribution.
Nor Adam and Siendenge are both on. Ramsala and Costa are out. A good opportunity for minutes for Nor Adam.
Yeah, the left-sided combination is gone for the moment.
And number 29, Diogo Costa, is replaced by number 20, Nor Adam.
It looks like Nakamura has gone down to the left-hand side just when he was enjoying the moment in the middle.
There's D.
Side.
Well, Vincenzo Uccino is just having a look across to Alam Shah as they're organising a few things, trying to get some instructions out there for the 15-year-old who will be 16 in April 29th. There he is on the ball now, making his Singapore Premier League debut. It's an injury for Cannavaro, which is why Lee Chan-woo has put it out for a throw, so his teammate can receive some treatment.
And he's holding his right shin there. Obviously taking a knock. Want some attention. And this was the challenge. Ami Shaheen just caught him on got the ball first and then he's on the follow through. Got Cannavaro.
Vincenzo Chino joining Nathan Maurer, also Jaime, Karim Nadim. A list of players who have made their SPL debut as 15-year-olds. It looks like Lionel Tan is going to be coming on for the Lion City Sailors, as another change is about to be made from Tanjong Pagar. I'm sure at this point deciding that he's going to give young players more minutes on their pitch. So it's Bailey Wright who will be coming off. A yellow card as well. Be replaced by Lionel Tan. Captain's armband will go to Hafiz Noor.
Substitution for Lion City Sailors, number 26, Bailey Wright, is replaced by number 5, Lionel Tan.
Going to see Samuel Pillay coming on soon for Tanjong Pagar. There's Kim Lee Kwan. Dankovic takes it down. Nakamura. Defended by Kim Lee Kwan. Starting to struggle a little bit as well with the pace and the tempo. There's Hafiz. Perez. Nakamura. Noradab. Makes the run. Does brilliantly to get the cross back in.
You can see it's really taken a toll on the Tanjong Pagar players playing with 10 men, and then obviously some knocks here and there. This ball was probably overplayed. Noradab showing good pace to get that.
Substitution for Tanjong Pagar United, number 44, Lee Chan-woo, is replaced by number 34.
There's the change. Samuel Pillay, 20-year-old, is on for Lee Chan-woo, making just his second appearance in the SPL. Samuel Pillay. Perez. Dengue. Hafiz. In Dengue again. That's Samuel Pillay with the pace and the energy. stretch his legs. Hafiz no. Akram, Ndenge. Nicely controlled, good strength as well to hold off Azim. Nakamura. He thought about the overhead kick, but Azim Akbar was there. A little bit risky from Pires. Uchino has gone down with what looks to be a knee injury.
It doesn't look good for the youngster. Is there contact, or I don't exactly know what happened there?
This seemed to go down off the ball. Didn't quite see any contact. It looks to be in quite a bit of pain.
It does look bad.
Looks like this could be a serious issue for the youngster, which is terrible, terrible news.
Somehow, you will know. Player himself, there you go, he's just distraught.
You really feel for that young man.
This was the incident. Let's take a look at this. No Adam.
Took a knock. It pretty innocuous at the time. I don't know if it might have just been something to do with the impact, or there may have been a bit of a twist there on his knee. But he's in serious discomfort. And, I don't think he's going to be able to continue, which is a huge shame for him. A special moment tonight, getting your Singapore Premier League debut at 15 years of age, and then having to deal with this. Just sending him all our very best.
There's the right knee. At first, when you look at the replays, he did take a knock with Nur Adam. I don't exactly know what happened there, because he did carry on playing. So Nur Adam Shah will be forced to make another sub.
Well, you really hope it's nothing too serious and nothing that's going to keep him out for a long time. That's all we can hope for right now. Feel for Uchino. Nakamura going back into the action. As the game moves on. Pagar getting ready to make a change here with Anaki Ismit.
Substitution for Tanjong Pagar United, number 38, Vicente Ucheno, is replaced by number 66, Anaki Ismit.
So Anaki Ismit is on for Vincenzo Uchino. That's their last substitution. Nakamura. Denge. Pires. Nur Adam. Nakamura. Hafiz. Inside for Akram! Oh, that is a brilliant finish! Akram Azman. Gets his second of the season. The Sailors are up to 6.
Well, just love the finish on this one. And I've been really impressed with Akram's performance over the past few games. And the finish was brilliant, wasn't it? With the left foot, top corner, good cutback from the skipper. And he knew exactly what he was doing, going for the far post. Well, class from Akram.
Who for the season?
Against his former side as well.
That's right. Beresh takes it off Azim. Hafiz. Gonna squeeze his way past Azim Akbar. Did well to recover. Here's Beresh. Nakamura. Chopped inside to T. And T makes it 7. Driven in by Leonard T. Excellent composure, textbook finish. Finding their finishing touch again, the Lion City Sailors.
This was clinical, wasn't it, from Leonard T? But still, you know, I think the closing down wasn't good enough. They're too far away. And again, it was Raihan in the middle there, just allowing him to take the shot. And there's no chance, especially from that distance, Saiful Nizam is going to get anywhere near the ball.
7 again for Lion City Sailors against Tanjong Pagar this season. There's Hami Shaheen. It's the 4th time that Lion City Sailors have scored 7 against this opposition. Setawut Wongsai has given Hougang the lead against Geylang International. I wonder what celebration we'll have there from Setawut Wongsai.
Offside. It's Nakamura. Won't get the corner.
Cannavaro for Samuel Pillay. Loses his footing. He's sprinting forward. So, Shasi, Lion City Sailors. Wins in their first 10 matches, sets them up nicely for
the record.
Some way to go for that record, but sets them up nicely in the here and now for that game against BG Tampines.
Yes, exactly.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one. And hopefully BG on a good run themselves in the league. Make it a little bit more exciting for the neutrals.
I wonder what the coaching makeup at PG Tampines will be by then as well.
Or even at the Sailors.
Yeah, that's right. Good point. Might have a situation where we've got two interim head coaches going up against each other. Here's Samuel Pillay. It's funny, isn't it, how football works?
Yeah.
Top two, and Nur Adam calmly away from Junior. Top two in the league. Both don't have head coaches, permanent head coaches.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that has happened elsewhere in the world of football. Hami, there's Nur Adam. Nakamura. Perez. And Dengue. That's Nur Adam making something of that.
Not a bad ball, actually. Nobody was expecting that ball, and Nur Adam was the first one to pounce on it. Does well, actually, to get there. Just obviously with his right foot, never going to keep it on target.
P. Nakamura. Hafiz. Oh, that was a good ball in by Hafiz. No.
Again, good football. Just cutting the Tanjong Pagar defense open. And that first time ball, I think that was the right ball to play. And Saiful almost got a touch to it with his right foot.
Chance to get another there, Leonard T. Tanjong Pagar trying to play out from the back once again, Shasi. Rahman fouled by Perez. Got it away with quite a bit tonight, Rui Perez. Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Gets away without a booking there. Got away.
Again.
Again, yeah. Got a pretty cynical foul earlier in this half as well. Wasn't booked. So we are going to get a minimum of 8 minutes added on. Plenty of time for the Sailors to try and get their 8th goal. Would be their biggest win against Tanjong Pagar. They could do it. Akram. To Hafiz. It's Hami. Saiful, he saw it and he got across quickly.
Yeah, straight a team effort in the end from Hami Shine. A very tired effort. Good shift in from Hami Shine to this evening.
Cannavaro. Outstretched leg from Akram Asman. break from the Lion City Sailors. T with the takedown. Noradam, back to Leonard T. Nakamura, it's T again.
Raihan gets in the way this time around.
Dege. It's Kyoga Nakamura. Only Leonard T in the box.
They've had enough.
Ami Shaheen. T on the turn, quickly into Nakamura. Angle was tight. Leonard T wanted it back. Faisal Roslan. The challenge from Kyoga Nakamura. Being given a talking to. Faisal did well to hold him off.
Yeah, I think that kick out there, frustration.
A bit naughty from Kyoga Nakamura.
Yep.
That's Azim. That's behind Anaki. Denge gets it from Kyoga Nakamura. Hafiz. T's made a good run towards the back post. Did well to win that header. Junior's in a bit of a battle. Getting the better of Darkovic on this occasion. Looking for Anaki again. And Altan flicks it away. Denge. It cross from Akram will end up as a shot on target. 10 wins in 10 for the Lion City Sailors against 10 players tonight. Quick throw from Susak. Tinivimota trying to catch him out. He had made the run, and Dengue just holding his hands up to apologize. Nakamura. Fresh. Nakamura. Deflected into the Bato T. Another incredible save from Zaiful Nizam. Really has, I was going to say, kept the score respectable, but I mean, it's 7 goals in a little bit more respectable, should we say?
Well, that was a great ball, wasn't it, from Nakamura? He just whips the ball in an area where it's so difficult to mark and to make a tackle.
Really could have been well into double figures now.
Yeah.
It wasn't for Zaiful Nizam. Man of the match, Chelsea.
Oh.
They give it to a goalkeeper who's conceded 7, but has been pretty brilliant with some of the saves he's pulled off.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Take your pick, you know, you've got Ramsala. Even Rui Perez has done well today. Hami Shahin, another one.
And there goes the whistle for full time. A torturous evening for Tanjong Pagar at Jalan Besar. The Lion City Sailors, a perfect 10 for them. 10 wins from the opening 10 matches in the Singapore Premier League. 7 goals tonight means they go 7 points clear in the title race. A wonderful evening for the Sailors, extending their club record start to an SPL season. Anderson Lopez got his goal. Ramsala got a couple for himself as well. And they were just in control right from the beginning of this contest. Things made difficult for Tanjong Pagar as well, with the sending off of Shorai Nishikawa early in the first half. Final score at Jalan Besar. It's the Lion City Sailors 7, Tanjong Pagar United 0. Let's go to the highlights straight away. Plenty to look at. We begin with this opening goal from Ramsala in the 5th minute of the match.
Yeah, too easy. But Ramsala cutting inside, that's what he did the whole game. Very, very good, very strong running. He drives inside, and no one closing on the man on the ball there at that time. And I think Zaiful Nizam could have done better here.
And then into the 17th minute. Moment that has changed the complexion of this contest. Shorai Nishikawa being sent off after an on-field review for this challenge.
Yeah, just high, and the momentum took him through Akram's ankle. There you can see the left ankle there. And straight red card after video review.
And then into the 19th minute, Tanjong Pagar not doing themselves any favours here, trying to play out from the back. Excellent work by Hami Shahin to close down. And then Ramsala and Lopez took over from there, with Lopez slotting it in nicely at the near post. This 5th goal of the season.
Just love the work of Hami Shahin there, not for the first time today. And good pressing. Lopez makes no mistake with the finish. Very cool, calm finish.
One more for the Lion City Sailors before the break. In the 4th minute of added time, Ramsala releasing Shawal. It is all across the penalty area. And it was put away by Kim Lee Kwan for an own goal.
Yeah, a difficult one for Lee Kwan, really, because he had to make that sliding challenge, or else Lopez would have made it even easier, but you know, slid in, got an own goal instead.
And then into the 2nd half, in the 51st minute, Shawal Anwar getting in on the act. His name on the score sheet, simple header.
Well, and another great play on this left-hand side between those two players, Ramsala and Costa. And his clipped ball was headed across. He finished in the end for Shawal.
That was 4-0. And in the 69th, for the effort to come from the Lion City Sailors. Hami with a great driving run right through the middle. His shot was saved by Zaiful. Ramzala on hand to put away the rebound for his second on the night.
Yeah, I think Tanjong Pagar will be disappointed in some of these goals because it was a little too easy in terms of the tracking and the challenge. Then easy for Ramzala.
That was 5. Akram Azman will make it 6 in the 82nd minute with an excellent finish.
Well, this arguably be the best goal of the night. Wonderfully finished left-footed curler into the far corner from Akram. Good cut back from the substitute. So Akram after that.
His second goal of the season. Beautifully done. No chance for Saiful Nizam. And then just a minute after that, another day, making it 7. With his 8th of the season.
Yeah, just looking at that very, very demoralized Tanjong Pagar players. Right in the corner.
Well, let's have a look at some of the numbers from the match. Wow, 30 attempts for the Lion City Sailors, 17 on target, Chassis.
I don't think we've seen that number of attempts at all in the SPL, but that's how dominating they were, the Lion City Sailors. And in the end, they were too good for Tanjong Pagar, 10 or 11 men on the pitch.
So a look at the results from match week 10 as we come to the end of this program. Besar Khalsa with their win on Friday against the Young Lions by 3-1. BG Tampines Rovers with a 2-1 victory against Alberex yesterday. Lion City Sailors we just saw scoring 7 past Tanjong Pagar United, keeping that clean sheet. And then Hougang with a nice win against Geylang International, 2-1 over at our Tampines hub. What does that all mean for the standings? Well, the Lion City Sailors go 7 points clear, 44 goals scored, 4 conceded, 10 from 10. That is absolutely incredible, the start that they've made. Geylang International in 4th on 13 points. Hougang close in just a point behind as they move up to 5th. Tanjong Pagar United stay in 7th on just 4 points. More football coming your way in the Singapore Premier League. Match week 11 beginning next Friday, the 20th of February. Besar Khalsa against Geylang International at Bishan Stadium. Young Lions against Alberex Niigata on Saturday at Jalan Besar right here. And then, here again at Jalan Besar, the big one, Lion City Sailors against BG Tampines. Before we wrap things up on Monday, Hougang against Tanjong Pagar. That one is at Bishan Stadium. So, plenty to look forward to next weekend in the SPL. For now, it's goodbye and good night from Jalan Besar Stadium. Lion City Sailors 7, Tanjong Pagar United 0.